What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Very exciting video today. I know you've been patiently waiting for this one. It's finally Friday. Tomorrow, college football. I got another winning ticket for you guys to cash big on. Update here for the ladder challenge. You can see at the top of the screen, we're on level 3. Last week, we successfully divided the college football slate and the NFL slate. We knocked out 2 levels. We're going to do the same exact thing again this weekend. We're now almost at a $400 interval. So starting to get to a pretty fun level here. Real quick, though, guys, before we jump into this ticket, I'm going to bring up FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm going to take you through each leg of this parlay and give you my reasoning on each leg of this parlay. Before we do that, guys, double check, man. Make sure you are subscribed here on my YouTube channel. Be sure to drop a like on the video as well. I know this video is going to get thousands of views. No doubt about it. If you guys get today's video to just 500 likes, it's free. It's a button. Takes a millisecond. If 500 people can click that thumbs up, I'll go ahead and put my best college pick of the entire college Saturday slate in the comment section for all of you guys to have in addition to the ladder challenge ticket. Here's an update on my premium. Last week, I had a great week, 17-10, gained almost 30 units of profit, 26.2. Coming off a bad week, we bounced right back. So now my season is up to 86 wins, 59 losses. We have a tie in there as well, up 32.4 units. And on the bottom of the screen, on the ticker going across the bottom, you can see the individual records and units gained for college football and NFL. You can see the consistency there. Very, very consistent. I am one of the most consistent bettors in the sports betting industry. I win like a month straight, I cool off. I win another big chunk and I cool off on repeat. Nobody's going to win 52 weeks out of the year, but if you want to consistently put money in your pocket, consider jumping on my premium. I have a pile of picks this week for both college football and NFL. I've already sent out a bunch of them. I got a lot more coming, including some big plays. Last week, I just loved the parlay so much that we put 9.9 units on it. My God, what a monster hit that was. I have a very similar ticket combining the college football and NFL slates this week again. So can't recommend that enough. Join premium, guys. Links in the description, danspicks.net. You can get a week package, month package, year, whatever you want to do. The longer packages, they're more discounted, but everybody's on the same text list. So if you want to hop on just to cash in this weekend, go ahead, man. Feel free. Grab that weekly package. But let's get back to the ticket, guys. This is why you're here mainly. I respect that. I'm hooking you guys up with this challenge. We're going to get to 10K. And I read your comments, man. I read all the comments on the option show. You guys cannot miss that video where I go over everything we should consider as an option to make our ladder challenge ticket. There were a fair amount of you guys saying, I don't know, kind of a tricky week. Maybe we just combine the whole weekend and come up with a surefire plus 100 ticket. And I was open to that. But after I did some more digging, after I went over what I wrote down during that option show, I have a great ticket. I'm in love with this college football slate. I really like it for straight betting. I really like it for my premium clients, but we're going to cash today. It's going to be a lot of fun. So here's FanDuel Sportsbook. Let's go, guys. Let me bring this up. I'll take this down for just a little bit. So college football, here we go, man. Here we go. Let's scroll down and find our first game here. And we do have a noon game. We're going to go to the popular section. Actually, it's in both, but I just go here because it's right at the top. Alternative spread, guys. I told you in my video. Oops, actually, I think I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, Oklahoma's over here. We're going Oklahoma. We're going 11.5. I thought about going 8.5. I'm very confident Oklahoma wins this game. In fact, if you guys want my individual prediction on every game this week, I drop the videos every week if you're new here. So check those out. If you want my individual spread predictions for every game, there's a college football video and an NFL video. In that college football video, I told you I like the Sooners to probably even cover the spread. I love them to win. They have a defense. Ole Miss does not. Back-to-back brutal road spots at Georgia. Kind of lost in heartbreaking fashion there to Georgia. Hung in there all game. Got kind of pulverized at the end when Georgia was able to get a couple stops. Well, if there's a team that's going to get a couple more stops than even Georgia got, it'd be this Oklahoma Sooners defense at home. Quarterback, a little bit iffy over the past few weeks. Now he's even healthier. This is in Norman. You look at the schedule coming up for Oklahoma. They have to get this one. They're not an undefeated team. They did drop one game to Texas. Me and people in premium did bet Texas in that game. So I have just a good read on Oklahoma in general this year. This is a spot I like Oklahoma. I'm very confident they win. I'm very confident, that they probably cover. I know the number's higher than it was earlier in the week. But yeah, 11.5 is a lock. If something crazy happens, if the quarterback gets re-injured, if there's a crazy like kick return or maybe a scoop and score fumble, like one of those anomaly plays that gives Ole Miss some extra momentum and they end up stealing the game because of that, it's not going to be by double digits. Maybe this game is really close. Ole Miss offense is really, really potent. Maybe the game goes to overtime. And then you get to second overtime where you're forced to take a 2-point conversion. And then maybe Ole Miss wins the game by 8. I think it's at least possible, but above 11 and a half. So if Oklahoma's down 3 or 4 late in the game and they're like forcing the ball and they throw another pick 6, we would still be safe by 11. So Oklahoma Sooners 11 and a half, absolutely a green check mark. That is hitting, guaranteed. And I don't want to hear, it's minus 900. This is how you do parlays. Why am I gonna complete the challenge when other people don't? They're like, I don't know, man. Why don't we just take Oklahoma on the money line? If I wanted Oklahoma on the money line, then I would just bet that individually. I would just hammer that, keep that a straight wager. If I'm gonna make a parlay, every piece of the parlay I want on a level that where it's almost impossible for it to lose. So Oklahoma 11 and a half. In my opinion, that's literally impossible to lose that ticket. So we keep going down here. There's some other options in there we talked about. We're going to come in here to where College Game Day is. Look, people still aren't in love with this Vanderbilt team, and I get it. You can look at history. Generally, we just see the names, Missouri, Vanderbilt. We kind of think of Missouri as just a little bit tougher, a little bit more of a bulldog, a seasoned team. They're going to hang in there and score the win here over an overrated Vanderbilt team. No. It's actually the opposite. This is still disrespect to Vandy. I like Vandy here. I think they win. I think it makes a decent wager. We're going to come in here again with an alternative spread. Vanderbilt at home, man. They're getting the job done. Actually, I got to double check the ticket on my phone. I can't remember what spread I went with in this game, but we're taking a whole bunch of points with Vandy. Let me just double check this for you guys. I want to make sure this is right. Yeah, so we're getting pretty aggressive here with Vanderbilt. Minus 590. We're taking 11 and a half with Vandy. I mean, I just don't get it, man. Vanderbilt is solid. They're built in the trenches. Missouri on back-to-back road spots. They were very, very lucky, fortunate, whatever adjective you want to use. Missouri barely got by Auburn at Auburn. This Vanderbilt team's proven. College Game Day. They're going to show up. Maybe they do have their heart completely broken. Maybe something happens in this game. It should be a pretty tight game. I don't think either team is going to run away with this. So Vanderbilt plus 11 and a half, in my opinion, is just an absolute lock. I think they win the game. I know they're going to keep it at least within one score. And then we bump it up a little bit more and we take 11 and a half. Yeah, it's the Vanderbilt spot, guys. So we're going to keep coming down here. And we're going to go to Iowa State. I mean, it really doesn't take a lot of genius to look at this, guys. That number 11 team in the country, BYU, a team that just has been winning games with like pure magic. I thought Utah was the way better team. Outgained them, was moving the ball better. Just couldn't execute in the red zone and had bad special teams. They should have lost to Utah. Even the West Virginia game, West Virginia easily the worst team in the conference. That low-key was like kind of tight at times. BYU is not top 11 in the country. Absolutely not. Maybe even like top 20 is a stretch for them. I think they've been really fortunate. Now they're on the road. Iowa State's more healthy. Iowa State's, I think they have the better coach. They're more seasoned. They have the better defense. They're getting pieces back on both sides of the ball. Iowa State isn't ranked. BYU's 11 in the country, and Iowa State is minus 2.5 right now. This is an Iowa State spot, but yet again, we're going to come in here and we're going to take extra points. You kind of see the theme. We're taking teams that we really like, teams that are at home, and then we're still buying ourselves a big safety net in case something crazy happens. So all three of these teams to start today's ticket, I really like at home. I really like them to win. I think they probably cover. and we're buying a safety net. So Iowa State. The only difference here, guys, and this is what I did on my ticket. You'll see it at some point in this video when I put the bet slips on the screen. 11.5 is what I wanted to go with. I feel great about this 11.5 number on all three of these games. But when I put this ticket together, for whatever reason, they made 13.5 only 20 cents different. So minus 700 to minus 720. I didn't want to quite go to 14 because that jumps up to minus 900 and kind of knocks down the return on our ticket. But I'm cool with 11.5 as the number. That's all I wanted, is our number was 11.5. But just based on 700 to 720, we're going to grab 13.5 just because it's almost the same exact price. So why not? Give me the 13.5. 13 is not one of the biggest key numbers, but it still comes into play sometimes. If it's a 6-point game and BYU gets another late score or something, it would be a 13-point margin. So we're going to go with Iowa State plus 13.5. Even though I like the 11.5, the pricing's almost the same. It makes 0 sense not to grab 2 more points with that team. So there is 3 of the 5 layers of this ticket. Before we jump into the next one, guys, another friendly reminder of my premium, of my numbers you can see on the bottom of the screen. I'm one of the most consistent bettors in the entire industry in football. All I do is win. Do I win every week of the year? No, that's unrealistic. Nobody does. But I consistently put money in my clients' pockets. I had my bad week. It wasn't this previous week. You can see the nice week I had last week. It was the week before that. That was my big bad week. We had some bad luck. We lost some big plays off some really heartbreaking things that happened that shouldn't have happened. Is what it is. That's out of the way. I won like a month straight, cooled off. Now are we going to win like another 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row? Yeah, I won 8 weeks in a row to end NFL season last year. So get on premium, guys. Huge weekend ahead. I got tons of picks. It's so cheap, man. It's affordable. People are out here charging like $400 or $500 for this stuff. You can hop on the weekly package and just pay $70 and lock in for the weekend if you want. An entire month of my football plays is only $240. I'm up 32.4 units this football season at a $100 wager size. That's over $3,000. That's $3,240. So it just doesn't make sense, man. If you're betting even like $10 or $20 and up per wager, you got to get on my premium. I will print money for you. Just copy the text I sent to your phone. You guys should really consider it. Let's pop back over here to our ticket on FanDuel. And we're scrolling down, boys. We're scrolling down. Actually, I missed one. What did I miss? So here's one, guys. Hear me out. Hear me out. We are breaking a rule. You guys hear me all the time. I have my little rules for making parlays. To the best of our ability, you want to stick with home teams. You want to go with underdogs and get more points, or you want to go with favorites when the line movement makes sense and you kind of have a public underdog on the other side. I was pretty adamant in my prediction show where I go over all the spreads that I liked Baylor. They were 5.5. Now it's down to 3.5. I told you I think Baylor's live in this game. I think Baylor has the roster to win this game. Cincinnati is the team you want as an underdog. Plain and simple. You want them as an underdog. I think I bet on them. I know I bet on them. We bet them versus Nebraska, the first game of the year, and we cashed in premium. That's the kind of spot I wanted them. They were kind of versus an overrated Nebraska team getting points. Now you're laying more than a field goal versus a Baylor team that's had some tough breaks. That's kind of underachieved. This is a Baylor spot. I do think Baylor covers. I do think Baylor's live to win this game outright, and the pricing on this game is so insane that despite breaking my rule of trying to stick to home teams, we can get enough points. We can get enough points here with Baylor. We're going to take 20 of them. Baylor, the line's gone from 5.5 to 3.5. This game is going to come down to one possession, no doubt about it. Worries me a little bit. Baylor doesn't have a good defense, but they got the offense to stay in the game and match a Cincinnati team that isn't exactly out here lighting the world on fire. Just to stay within 20 points. We got good line movement. We have a good team, capable team, desperate spot. Cincinnati, slightly overrated. In my opinion, Baylor probably covers the spread. 20? I really hope this isn't the thing that's going to ruin our ticket. But Cincinnati is not a team that wins by margin. Like I've already stated, Cincinnati is a team you want to bet as an underdog. I want them getting points in a close game versus a better team. I don't want them laying points. Really, Cincinnati's going to beat Baylor by 3 touchdowns or more? Not happening, guys. Baylor plus 20.5. They're going to hang in there. Worst case scenario, they're going to lose by like maybe 10. 7-10, I think would be worst case scenario. So we're at minus 150. We're at minus 150. There's got to be one more leg, right? Yes, there is. But before we get that, guys, one more reminder just to drop a like on today's video. It's a button. It's free. It takes literally a millisecond. And if you guys can get today's video to just 500 likes out of the thousands of views it'll get, I'll put my very, very best top college pick, premium pick in the comment section for everybody to have at no cost. So smash the like, share the video with your friends. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel and let me bless you guys with my best premium pick of the entire college football slate. Can't recommend that enough. It's worth its weight in gold. You guys see my record. So get those likes up so I can bless you guys with that premium pick. Back to the final leg here, guys. The final part of our wager. Now, what we did in the last wager here for this ladder challenge, if you guys remember, if you were involved, we actually split a game. We took that Eagles game and we split the total. We knew we had 4 legs, 4 pieces of our ticket that we were in love with. We needed one more to get the odds to a tolerable level, but we weren't sure what to go with. So we went up and split a game. So worst case scenario, we go 1 for 2 and kind of still be where we're at. I'm doing the same thing in a picture perfect scenario to split a game. So in both of our tickets here on level 3 of the ladder challenge, the 4 legs that we have on the ticket right now are going to stay the same. We are going to use that minus 149 ticket, and then we're going to take both sides of the same game here, the night game, LSU, Texas A&M, in my opinion, an LSU spot. But in my opinion, Texas A&M is the better team. What am I getting to? This game is going to be competitive. This game is going to come down to the wire. This game will be won by a field goal, maybe a touchdown at the most if it goes to overtime. We have a total at 49.5, juice to the under. Texas A&M on the road at night in Death Valley. I think LSU shows up. LSU's off a loss. I think LSU probably wins this game outright. If I was forced to bet on this one, I would lean LSU. I wouldn't even take the points. Actually, I would. 2.5 is a good chunk of points. I'm not going to leave that alone. So if I was forced to bet this game individually, I'd bet LSU plus 2.5. But at the end of the day, the way the odds are on this game, it's so close to a pick'em price that we can go both ways. And as long as this game is even remotely competitive, better team A&M, but they're on the road. LSU at home at night game, but A&M significantly better. It's going to come down to the wire. Does Texas A&M get upset? If they do, they're not getting blown out. They're the better team. So I think in my gut, in my heart, I believe LSU wins a close game. But at the end of the day, if Texas A&M is focused here and gets the job done, because they are the better football team, LSU at night, home game, they're not going to get blown out. They're not going to get blown out. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down here. We're going to go to alt spread. No totals on this ticket, guys, just alt spreads. And I want to show you the 2 sides that we're going to take. So on one ticket, we're going to go ahead and grab Texas A&M with 2 full touchdowns. 14.5. Again, maybe they do get upset here. I think they probably get upset here, but they're the better team. Are they going to get blasted? Are they going to get blown out here? I don't see it. I don't see that. I think they're at least going to be competitive, even if they do fall. 2 full touchdowns with A&M. And then here on the other side, we're going to grab even a little bit more with LSU. We're going to grab LSU at home plus 17.5. So we have over 2 touchdowns in both directions. As long as this game is even 2 possessions or less, as long as it's not a complete blowout on either side, we're going to cash both sides. So use those 4, and actually just click to a little better odds here. I'll put my bet slips on the screen to show you guys I locked this in. But yeah, guys, LSU and Texas A&M split that game. And that's college football. Make sure you guys are subscribed with those notifications turned on, because I'm posting a video later Saturday night, hopefully as soon as this ticket cashes, if it cashes. Nothing's a complete 100% miracle guarantee. But fingers crossed, knock on wood, these tickets are coming home for us. And then we're going to have quite a big wager, man. We're going to have almost an $800 wager, $800 wager for NFL Sunday. And like I stated in my videos this week, I like Sunday a lot better than Saturday as far as creating a parlay. So here we go. I'm excited. I fully believe we're going to knock out 2 more levels, and then it's really going to get interesting. So I hope you guys are excited, man. Subscribe, drop a like on the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys Saturday night with our NFL Ladder Challenge Day 4 wager. See you then.